You weren't put on this earth to live an ordinary life. God has chosen you for something greater, a purpose so powerful it carries the weight of divine favor. He has already set in motion a plan that will take you from struggle to unimaginable abundance. This isn't just another motivational message, it's a declaration of your destiny. The work you are called to do has the power to create a financial breakthrough unlike anything you've seen. God has decided that this is your time to rise, to step into a purpose that will make you a millionaire, not just for personal gain, but to fulfill a higher calling. Every challenge you've faced, every closed door, was preparing you for this. You're not here by accident. God's plan for you includes opening doors that no one can shut, connecting you to opportunities that others could only dream of. This is the season where your faith, effort, and divine purpose will come together to create a transformation so profound it will leave no doubt that God's hand is upon your life. This is the moment to step boldly into the work He's called you to do. A work that will not only elevate your life, but bless those around you. God has decided. Are you ready to walk in it? Drop 999 in the comments. It's a divine number to claim your breakthrough. Before we dive deeper, I need a quick favor. My videos have been facing some challenges in reaching those who need this message. If this content resonates with you, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Now let's dive in. The divine appointment. The concept of a divine appointment carries immense significance. It's the idea that God, in His infinite wisdom, has ordained a specific mission for each chosen one, a purpose so uniquely tailored that no one else can fulfill it. This mission isn't random or accidental. It's the very reason for your existence, the reason you've faced trials, and the reason you've been equipped with your specific talents, skills, and passions. For chosen ones, this divine work is not only meant to uplift their spiritual journey, but also to lead them to financial breakthroughs that align with God's grand design. A divine appointment is like the rhythm of a symphony, where every note plays in harmony to create a masterpiece. Every challenge you've faced, every door that closed in your face, and every moment of doubt were not failures. They were essential parts of a divine composition. These moments refined you, strengthening your character and deepening your faith, so you'd be ready to step into the work God has planned for you. This is not a mere job or career. It's a calling, a sacred assignment meant to transform not only your life, but also the lives of others around you. When God calls someone to a specific mission, He doesn't leave them unequipped. Much like a craftsman providing tools to a builder, He has instilled within you everything you need to succeed in this work. Your talents, passions, and even your weaknesses play a role in shaping the path ahead. You may not yet realize it, but the skills you possess, whether they are creativity, leadership, communication, or problem-solving, are divine gifts. These gifts were not placed in you by accident. They are keys designed to unlock the financial abundance and spiritual growth awaiting you. God's work for the chosen ones often aligns with their deepest passions and desires, creating a sense of fulfillment that no earthly success can replicate. When you walk in your divine appointment, there's a sense of peace that comes with knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. It's not just about financial gain. It's about living in alignment with God's purpose. But here's the beauty of it. When you operate in this alignment, financial blessings naturally follow. Like streams flowing toward the ocean, opportunities begin to align, resources appear, and connections are formed that propel you toward success. This calling also requires faith and trust in the unseen. At times, the path may seem unclear or the challenges insurmountable, but God's divine appointments are not bound by human limitations. His plans often defy logic, opening doors where none seem to exist and creating opportunities that others may have overlooked. It's like walking through a dense fog with only a lamp to guide you. You may not see the whole journey, but each step brings you closer to the destiny He has prepared. One of the remarkable aspects of this divine appointment is that it's not limited to personal success. God's plan for the chosen ones always extends beyond individual gain. The work you're called to do is meant to impact others in meaningful ways, whether by inspiring them, providing for their needs, or uplifting their spirits. Financial abundance is a tool, not an end in itself, and God's chosen ones are entrusted with it to make a difference in the world. Much like a farmer sowing seeds to produce a bountiful harvest, your work is meant to create blessings that ripple outward, touching countless lives. The path to fulfilling this appointment often requires a shift in perspective. Many chosen ones mistakenly view their current struggles or setbacks as signs of failure, but these moments are actually part of God's preparation. They are like the refining fire that purifies gold, burning away impurities to reveal something far more valuable. Every trial you've endured has been shaping you into the person who can carry out this mission with strength, wisdom, and resilience. This calling also comes with divine timing. God's appointments are never rushed or delayed. They arrive precisely when you're ready to receive them. It's easy to grow impatient or feel forgotten when the breakthrough hasn't yet come, but God's timing is always perfect. He sees the bigger picture, orchestrating events and aligning circumstances in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Like the growth of a seed buried beneath the soil, much of His work happens unseen until the right moment for it to bloom. Being chosen for such a mission is not about perfection or having all the answers. It's about being willing to step forward in faith, even when the path is uncertain. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. He takes ordinary people and uses them for extraordinary purposes, proving that His power is made perfect in weakness. When you embrace this calling, you become a vessel for His work, allowing His blessings to flow through you and into the world. This divine appointment is a partnership with God. While He provides the vision, the opportunities, and the resources, it's up to you to take action. Faith without works is dead, and stepping into your purpose requires effort, discipline, and commitment. But the rewards, both spiritual and financial, are beyond what you could ever imagine. The chosen ones are not just dreamers. They are doers who align their actions with God's plan, trusting Him to guide their steps and provide for their needs. The work God has called you to is already within you, waiting to be brought to life. It's not just an opportunity, it's a responsibility, a sacred trust that holds the potential to transform your life and the lives of others. As you walk this path, you'll come to understand that this divine appointment is the bridge between who you are and who God created you to be. It's a journey of faith, purpose, and abundance, and it's one that only you can fulfill. Identifying your millionaire path. The process of identifying your God-ordained path is deeply personal and profoundly spiritual. It requires sensitivity to the ways God speaks, a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone, and the ability to see beyond the ordinary. For chosen ones, discerning the path to financial abundance is not about chasing worldly desires or following fleeting trends. It's about tuning in to the divine whispers that point toward a purpose uniquely designed for you. This path isn't just about material gain. It's a journey that aligns your work with God's will and brings spiritual and financial fulfillment. When chosen ones seek their God-ordained work, the first step is recognizing the gifts and talents that God has already placed within them. These are not random abilities or traits. They are intentional, like tools placed in a toolbox to prepare you for a specific task. Think of yourself as an artist, and your talents are the brushes with which you will paint the masterpiece of your life. Some may have the gift of leadership, while others excel in creativity, communication, or problem-solving. These strengths are not coincidences. They are clues pointing toward the work God has designed for you. Another key to identifying your path lies in the things that stir your soul. Pay attention to what excites you, what burdens you, and what keeps you awake at night with a fire in your heart. These emotions are often God's way of directing you toward your purpose. It's like a compass pointing true north. The things that ignite your passion are often tied to the work you are meant to do. For instance, if you feel deeply called to help others, your path may involve serving, teaching, or mentoring. If you are drawn to creating, your work may involve innovation or artistry. These desires are not selfish. They are God's fingerprints on your heart. The circumstances of your life also provide vital clues to your divine path. Often, the greatest challenges you've faced and overcome are directly connected to the work you are called to do. Just as diamonds are formed under pressure, your struggles may have prepared you to shine in a way that benefits others. For example, someone who has overcome financial hardship may be called to help others achieve financial literacy or independence. Someone who has experienced healing might be equipped to bring comfort to others. These experiences are not wasted. They are training grounds for your mission. God also communicates through divine appointments and unexpected opportunities. Sometimes, the doors that open seemingly out of nowhere are His way of guiding you. These moments may come through a chance encounter, a sudden idea, or an invitation to step into something new. It's important to remain sensitive to these moments and trust that they are part of a bigger plan. Much like a puzzle coming together piece by piece, each opportunity plays a role in revealing the larger picture of your purpose. Listening for spiritual guidance is another critical aspect of discerning your millionaire path. God often speaks through prayer, scripture, and quiet reflection. When you seek Him earnestly, He provides clarity and wisdom. It's like tuning a radio to the right frequency. Once you align yourself with His voice, you'll begin to hear the direction you need. Prayer is not just about asking for answers. It's about building a relationship with God and allowing Him to guide your heart. Spending time in Scripture can also reveal insights and principles that apply directly to your life and calling. Community plays a significant role in identifying your path as well. Surrounding yourself with people who share your faith and values can provide encouragement and perspective. These individuals may see strengths in you that you overlook, offering confirmation of the gifts God has given you. It's like having a mirror that reflects not just your image, but the potential within you. God often uses others to affirm and encourage His chosen ones, and their words can be a source of guidance and clarity. One of the most powerful signs that you are on the right path is a sense of peace and purpose. This doesn't mean the journey will be easy. There will still be challenges and moments of doubt, but there is an underlying confidence that you are exactly where you're meant to be. It's like walking on a well-lit path in the middle of the night. While the darkness surrounds you, the light guides your steps and reassures you that you are heading in the right direction. This peace is a gift from God, a sign that you are aligned with His will. Fear and doubt may try to cloud your vision as you discern your path, but these feelings are not from God. They are distractions meant to pull you away from your purpose. Trusting God's plan requires courage and faith, even when the road ahead is uncertain. Remember that God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called. You don't have to have everything figured out to begin walking in your purpose. Like stepping onto a bridge shrouded in fog, each step you take will reveal more of the path before you. Another significant indicator of your divine path is fruitfulness. When you are aligned with God's purpose, the work you do begins to bear fruit. This doesn't necessarily mean instant success, but you'll notice progress, opportunities, and growth that affirm you are on the right track. It's like planting a seed and seeing the first sprout break through the soil. The work may be hard, but it will produce results that bless both you and those around you. Patience is vital in this process. God's timing is not always our timing, and the path to your millionaire calling may unfold gradually. It's important to trust the process and remain faithful even when progress feels slow. Like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble, the masterpiece takes time to reveal itself. Each step, no matter how small, is part of the journey toward fulfilling your divine appointment. In addition, your path will often require stepping out of your comfort zone. God's plans for you are greater than what you could imagine, and they often stretch you beyond what feels safe or familiar. This stretching is necessary for growth and prepares you to handle the abundance He has in store for you. Think of it as an eagle teaching its young to fly. What seems like a push into the unknown is actually a step towards soaring to new heights. Ultimately, identifying your millionaire path is about aligning yourself with God's vision for your life. It's not about chasing after wealth for its own sake, but about stepping into a purpose that brings glory to Him and blessings to others. Your path is unique, crafted with precision by the Creator, and it carries the promise of abundance, not just financially, but spiritually and emotionally as well. Trust the signs, seek His guidance, and walk boldly in the direction He has prepared for you. Divine skills and talents. God equips chosen ones with extraordinary skills and talents, carefully designed to fulfill their purpose and create success. These gifts are not accidental. They are like seeds planted in fertile soil, waiting to grow and bear fruit. From the moment you were created, God infused you with abilities and qualities that set you apart. Whether it's the ability to lead, solve problems, create, teach, or inspire, these talents were given to you with a divine purpose in mind. They are not merely for personal gain, but are tools to build something greater, a legacy that aligns with God's plan. Each talent you possess is like a thread in a beautiful tapestry, woven together to create something magnificent. Sometimes people overlook their gifts, dismissing them as ordinary or unimportant. However, what seems small to you can be the very thing God uses to open doors to extraordinary opportunities. Consider the story of David, a shepherd boy with a simple sling and stone. What seemed insignificant to others became the tool God used to defeat Goliath and elevate David to greatness. Similarly, the skills you may think are too small or unremarkable are often the exact ones God will use to create your breakthrough. To fully utilize your divine skills, faith and diligence are essential. Faith acts as the foundation, the belief that your talents are God-given and meant for a higher purpose. Diligence is the act of putting those talents to work with discipline and perseverance. It's like planting a garden. You must water it, remove the weeds, and ensure it gets sunlight. In the same way, you must nurture your gifts through effort, practice, and refinement. God blesses the work of your hands when you are faithful with what He has entrusted to you. The process of using your talents often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. Growth and success are rarely found in familiar territory. God may call you to tasks or opportunities that feel intimidating or beyond your current abilities. This stretching is not meant to break you, but to prepare you for something greater. It's like a blacksmith heating metal in fire to shape it into a strong and useful tool. Similarly, God uses challenges to refine your skills, increase your capacity, and prepare you for the financial and spiritual abundance He has planned. One of the most remarkable aspects of divine talents is how they align with God's timing and plan. God has a way of opening unexpected doors, creating opportunities that you couldn't have orchestrated on your own. These moments often feel like divine appointments, where everything aligns perfectly to propel you forward. It's like walking through a forest and suddenly finding a clear path illuminated by sunlight. You may not have seen it before, but God knew it was there all along and prepared it just for you. These divine opportunities often come in ways you least expect. They may appear as chance meetings, sudden ideas, or invitations to step into something new. It's important to remain open and attentive, recognizing these moments as part of God's orchestration. Sometimes what seems like a setback or detour is actually a setup for something greater. For example, losing a job might lead to discovering a passion that transforms into a thriving business. God's ways are higher than ours, and His plans often unfold in ways that defy human understanding. Patience is a crucial part of the journey. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the process of developing your skills and waiting for the right opportunities requires trust in God's timing. It's easy to become discouraged when progress feels slow, but God's plans are never delayed. Think of it like a potter shaping clay. The process takes time, care, and precision, but the final result is a masterpiece. Similarly, God is molding you, preparing you for the work He has called you to do and the blessings that come with it. Trusting divine timing also means resisting the urge to compare your journey to others. Each person's path is unique, and what God has planned for you is perfectly suited to your gifts and purpose. Comparing yourself to others is like comparing a sunflower to a rose. Both are beautiful, but they bloom at different times and in different ways. Your success will come at the right time, and it will be tailored to your life's purpose and mission. Faith plays a powerful role in unlocking the full potential of your skills. Faith is not just believing that God has given you talents, but also trusting Him to guide you in using them. It's about taking bold steps forward, even when the outcome is uncertain. Faith is like walking on a path at night with only a lantern to light the way. You may not see the entire road, but you trust that each step will bring you closer to your destination. When you combine faith with action, you align yourself with God's plan and open the door for His blessings. It's also essential to remember that your talents are not just for your benefit. God blesses you so that you can be a blessing to others. Your skills and abilities are meant to impact the world, bring hope to those in need, and inspire others to discover their own divine potential. It's like a river flowing with fresh water. Not only does it nourish the land it passes through, but it also sustains life far beyond its source. When you use your gifts to serve and uplift others, You align with God's purpose and create a ripple effect of blessings. As you navigate this journey, it's important to remain humble and give credit to the one who equipped you. Pride can become a stumbling block, but humility keeps you grounded and reminds you that your talents are gifts from God. Gratitude also plays a vital role in this process. When you thank God for what He has given you, you position yourself to receive even more. Gratitude is like a magnet for blessings. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating an atmosphere of faith and abundance. The journey of discovering and utilizing your divine skills is not without challenges, but it is filled with purpose and promise. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the financial and spiritual breakthrough God has planned for you. Trust in His guidance. Be diligent in your efforts and remain patient as He aligns circumstances in your favor. The work you are called to do is already within you, waiting to be brought to life. Your skills and talents are not just tools. They are the keys to unlocking the abundance God has prepared for you. Strategic relationships and partnerships. Strategic relationships and partnerships are vital pieces in the puzzle of your success, intricately arranged by God to ensure that your journey aligns with His divine plan. These relationships are not coincidences or random encounters. They are intentional and purposeful. God, as the master architect of your life, places the right people at the right time to guide, support, and inspire you. Each connection acts like a bridge, helping you cross over obstacles that might otherwise seem insurmountable. God's orchestration of these relationships is a beautiful demonstration of His wisdom and love. Often, the people who play a role in your success come into your life unexpectedly. You might meet them through a mutual friend, at an event, or during a moment that seems ordinary. Yet, these encounters are like seeds planted in fertile soil, destined to grow into something meaningful. For instance, a brief conversation with someone could lead to a mentorship, a partnership, or an opportunity that transforms your life. These divine appointments remind us that God's timing is perfect and that He is always working behind the scenes. Surrounding yourself with people who support your mission is essential. These individuals act as your anchors, holding you steady when the waves of doubt and challenges threaten to pull you under. They are the ones who encourage you when you feel like giving up, remind you of your purpose when you lose sight of it, and celebrate your victories as if they were their own. Having a supportive network is like having a lighthouse guiding you safely through a storm. It provides clarity and reassurance when the path ahead seems uncertain. The relationships God orchestrates often bring balance and perspective to your life. Some people may be there to teach you valuable lessons, even if those lessons come through challenges or disagreements. Others may be there to uplift and empower you, helping you see the potential within yourself that you may have overlooked. Together, these relationships create a mosaic of experiences that shape you into the person God intended you to be. It's like a symphony where each instrument plays a unique role, contributing to a harmonious whole. Strategic relationships often require discernment and intentionality. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay, and not everyone who stays is meant to play a significant role in your mission. It's important to pray for wisdom and clarity, asking God to reveal who belongs in your inner circle. These are the people who align with your values, share your vision, and inspire you to reach higher. They are like the iron sharpening iron, challenging you to grow stronger in faith, character, and purpose. At times, God may remove people from your life to make room for the right connections. This can be a painful process, but it is necessary for your growth and success. Think of it as pruning a tree. Removing certain branches may seem harsh, but it allows the tree to grow stronger and bear more fruit. Similarly, letting go of relationships that no longer serve your purpose creates space for new partnerships that align with God's plan for your life. Strategic partnerships also extend beyond emotional support to practical collaboration. God often brings people into your life who have the skills, resources, or knowledge you need to achieve your goals. These partnerships are like puzzle pieces, fitting together perfectly, each contributing something unique to the bigger picture. For instance, one person might have the expertise you lack, while another provides access to opportunities or networks that propel you forward. These collaborations are not just beneficial, they are divinely inspired. Communication and trust are essential in nurturing these partnerships. A strong relationship is built on mutual respect and shared values. It's important to invest time and effort into understanding the people God has placed in your life, just as they invest in understanding you. This mutual investment creates a foundation of trust that allows the partnership to thrive. It's like building a house. Without a solid foundation, the structure cannot withstand the storms that may come. The power of these relationships often extends far beyond the immediate impact. Sometimes, a single partnership can open doors that lead to multiple opportunities. For example, a mentor might introduce you to their network, or a collaborator might recommend you for a project that changes the trajectory of your career. These ripple effects are evidence of God's hand at work, creating a chain reaction of blessings that extend beyond what you could have imagined. Surrounding yourself with supportive people also fosters accountability and motivation. When you share your goals and dreams with others who believe in you, they help keep you focused and committed. These individuals act like mirrors, reflecting back your strengths and reminding you of your progress when you feel stuck. They are your cheerleaders, your confidants, and sometimes even your challengers, pushing you to step out of your comfort zone and into your potential. It's important to remember that strategic relationships are not just about receiving, they are also about giving. God blesses you so that you can be a blessing to others. Just as others invest in your growth and success, you are called to do the same for them. This reciprocity creates a cycle of generosity and abundance that benefits everyone involved. It's like a river that flows continuously, nourishing everything in its path. When you pour into others, you align yourself with God's purpose and open the door for even greater blessings. Another key aspect of strategic relationships is shared faith. Partnering with people who share your spiritual values creates a deeper connection and a stronger foundation. These individuals understand the importance of seeking God's guidance, trusting His timing, and remaining faithful through challenges. Together, you can pray, encourage each other, and celebrate the ways God is working in your lives. It's like climbing a mountain with a companion who shares your determination. You encourage each other to keep going, even when the journey gets tough. At times, the relationships God brings into your life may challenge you in unexpected ways. They might stretch your perspective, refine your character, or teach you humility. These experiences are not meant to discourage you, but to prepare you for greater responsibilities and blessings. Just as gold is refined by fire, your interactions with others can serve as a refining process, shaping you into a vessel that reflects God's glory. Ultimately, strategic relationships and partnerships are an essential part of God's plan for your success. They provide the support, resources, and opportunities you need to fulfill your purpose. By trusting God's guidance, investing in the right connections, and maintaining a spirit of gratitude and generosity, you position yourself to experience the full blessings of these relationships. Each person He places in your life is a reminder of His faithfulness, His provision, and His desire to see you thrive. These connections are not just partnerships, they are divine appointments that shape your journey and bring you closer to the abundant life God has prepared for you. Overflowing abundance and wealth transfer. Divine wealth transfer is a powerful and often misunderstood concept. It's the idea that resources, including money, assets, and opportunities, are shifted from one group to another in alignment with a higher purpose. This transfer is not random. It is divinely orchestrated, as God's hand moves the flow of wealth to those who are faithful, diligent, and committed to His plan. Just as rivers carve paths through the earth, creating fertile ground for growth, wealth transfer carves paths to new opportunities for those who serve a higher purpose, bringing prosperity in ways that seem beyond human control. Wealth transfer is a divine act, designed to ensure that resources are used for good. Many view wealth as simply a means to personal comfort or luxury, but the truth is that wealth, when used in the right hands, becomes a tool for positive change. It's like a hammer in the hands of a skilled craftsman. It can build a home, create art, or construct something that benefits the community. Similarly, the wealth transferred to those who serve a greater purpose becomes a tool that can be used to uplift, create, and transform lives. It is not about hoarding for oneself, but about using the resources to advance God's kingdom, support those in need, and create opportunities for others. The concept of divine wealth transfer is rooted in the belief that God blesses those who are faithful to Him with abundance. It's like a gardener planting seeds in fertile soil. Those who tend to their work with care, diligence, and faith will see a harvest. This harvest is not just material, but spiritual as well, as it brings fulfillment and the ability to make a lasting impact. Wealth is not meant to be a source of pride, but rather a responsibility. The more you are entrusted with, the greater your capacity to serve and bless others. As you grow in your ability to manage wealth with wisdom and integrity, God continues to entrust you with more. This transfer of wealth is not a sudden event, but a gradual process that unfolds as you align yourself with God's will. Just as a river slowly carves out a valley over time, wealth transfer occurs steadily, with divine timing guiding the flow of resources. God moves resources from those who misuse them to those who will use them wisely. The wealthy may not always be those who accumulate vast amounts of money through selfish means, but rather those who channel their wealth toward noble causes. It is God who decides who is entrusted with wealth and who will be the stewards of His abundance. To fully grasp the magnitude of divine wealth transfer, it's important to understand that wealth is not the end goal. It is simply a tool. The true value of wealth lies in its ability to bring about positive change. It can empower individuals to pursue their purpose, support their families, build businesses, invest in communities, and contribute to the well-being of others. When wealth is used in alignment with God's purpose, it has the power to transform lives and create lasting legacies. Just like a tree that bears fruit to nourish those around it, wealth becomes a source of nourishment and growth for others. It's also crucial to recognize that wealth is not reserved for a select few. God desires to bless all His children, But the key to unlocking that blessing lies in faith and the willingness to serve a higher purpose. Wealth does not discriminate. It flows freely to those who trust in God's plan, who use their gifts and talents to serve others, and who seek to make a difference. Just as rain falls on both the just and the unjust, wealth flows to those who align with God's will. The path to financial transformation is not about striving or competing with others. It is about remaining faithful to the calling God has placed on your life and trusting that He will provide in abundance. Faith is the cornerstone of receiving the wealth transfer. Without faith, it's difficult to recognize the opportunities that God places in front of you. Faith is like the foundation of a house. It holds everything else in place. You must believe that God is working on your behalf, even when circumstances seem bleak or uncertain. Without this belief, you might miss the opportunities that come your way. It's like standing at the edge of a field, waiting for the harvest, yet unsure of the season. Faith assures you that the harvest is coming. It's a matter of timing and trust in God's provision. But faith alone is not enough. It must be paired with proactive effort. Faith without action is like a seed planted in dry soil. It will not grow without nurturing. Proactive effort means taking the steps necessary to align yourself with God's plan, using your talents, skills, and resources to their fullest potential. It involves working hard, staying disciplined, and being willing to take risks when prompted by God. Just as a farmer must plow the land and tend to the crops, you must take action to cultivate the wealth and opportunities that God is placing before you. God rewards faithful work with lasting financial transformation. The key is to remain diligent and persistent, knowing that God sees your efforts, even when they seem unnoticed by the world. It's like planting seeds in the ground and waiting patiently for them to sprout. While it may take time, the harvest will come, just as sure as the sun rises. The process of wealth transfer is not about instant gratification, but about building something of lasting value. It's about trusting that, in due time, the work you put in will pay off, not just for your benefit, but for the good of others as well. It's important to note that financial transformation is not simply about increasing wealth for the sake of wealth itself. The true purpose of wealth is to be a blessing, both to the person receiving it and to the people around them. It's about creating a ripple effect of goodness, generosity, and opportunity. Like a single drop of water that creates ripples across a pond, your wealth has the potential to impact others in ways you may not immediately see. This is why it's so important to approach wealth with the right heart and the right intentions, recognizing that it is a tool for good, not an end in itself. Divine wealth transfer is a reflection of God's grace and provision. It reminds us that everything we have is a gift from Him, entrusted to us for a purpose. When we align ourselves with His plan, remain faithful to His calling, and work diligently toward our goals, we open ourselves up to receiving the abundance He has prepared for us. Wealth, when used in alignment with God's purpose, becomes a powerful tool for transformation, both personally and in the lives of those we touch. By combining faith with proactive effort, you position yourself to experience the overflow of abundance that God has in store for you.